try not to be like super religious around like we have to do it this way every time. We're very much like, what are the facts on the ground at this current situation, and what are the best tools for the job right now, and then make good decisions every time. And I'd say if you, what are the core? What's the core skill set of Blackstone is probably decision making. We're just, over and over again, each decision is analyzed and made, and we all work together to develop that muscle, that decision making muscle, so that we can consistently make them in the right way going forward. Investment decisions, technology decisions, internal decisions, people decisions. That gives us the most flexibility to kind of go in a lot of different directions.
You have a strategy that you can deploy across all your different types of decisions?
Well, I believe in, I'll talk a little bit about technology design process, because I think that's a type of decision. And it dovetails very well with our investment committee process, where there is a team that is deep in the problem, right? Whether it be acquiring a company, investing in a company, buying debt, and whatever the case may be, or designing a different system. Somebody's understanding, what are we talking about here? And then we're writing down exactly the problem and the proposed solution to the problem. In technology, it happens to be, this is what the screens are going to look like, and this is how people are going to interact with the solution, or this is the solution we're going to buy and how we're going to integrate it with the current systems we have. And then on the deal side, it's, what do the financials look like? What's the management team? How do we make sure that it's going to be successful in the future? How is the industry? And we write all that down. And then we have group meetings where we're discussing all the parts of that technology solution with people with all different types of backgrounds. So the folks that are really focused on the business problem, the people who are the technology designers, the people who are the technology implementers, get as many of them in the room as you can and flush out the solution. And in the investment committee process, same thing. Like, they talk about the investment, and sometimes it moves forward exactly as was on the page, but most of the time there's some tweaks to it, right? Like, oh, maybe we should explore this, maybe we should explore that. Same thing with the technology. We tweak it and we rewrite it. We go back to our design meeting, we have another one, and we just do that as many times as possible, that iteration, in order to get it right. Which I think is a little bit different than pure, you're probably going to say, oh, iteration, agile, that is, that's the word of the, one of the key foundational elements of a lot of technology now. I'm a believer in sort of a modified agile approach, where you constantly want to iterate, but you want to think through the problem up front too. Like, you don't want to just use iteration as an excuse to just haphazardly move forward. So we do a lot of design work up front, and then we iterate quickly through implementation, trying to learn, and then obviously modifying the design if we need to. But hopefully we've thought through the design enough such that the modifications are not that significant.